From the start of the song, notice how the grass sinks into the dirt. This symbolizes the disappearance of something valuable, something no one wishes to lose: life. Next, take note of the eagle soaring through the sky. Whether it's food or shelter, it is evident that the eagle is looking for something. This pursuit represents the search for a missing piece: freedom. But freedom from what? We'll find out as we continue to watch the video.
After first glance of this clip, you may notice two contrasting motifs: fire and water. Fire is a chaotic and destructive force. In this clip, the fire represents disastrous mistakes. On the other hand, pure water alludes to both the Old and New Testaments. In these biblical works, the word water symbolizes salvation and eternal life. However, an important thing to keep in mind is that the water shown in this clip is polluted, thus implying that the concept of salvation does not exist. In the lyrics of the song, the singer explains how he desires to wash away what he's done. However, the polluted water is incapable of dousing a massive fire. This represents the idea that because others cannot forgive you, you must learn how to forgive yourself, something we'll watch the singer learn as the song progresses. Forgiving yourself cleans the polluted water, allowing you to clear the only obstacle in your way: yourself. You may not be able to extinguish the fire around you, but you can rid the greatest enemy of all and pacify the regrets swirling inside your head.
Here, the artist uses repetition of the word myself when he sings "I'll face myself" and "erase myself." These lyrics, along with the mountainous setting, emphasize his tallest mountain to climb is indeed himself. The mountain represents the barrier between chaos and peace. Facing his own regrets head-on and forgiving himself for the mistakes he has made is the only way he can reach the other side of the mountain. As the clip progresses, we see how unbalanced the world truly is. While there are those who get the privilege of unlimited access to food, there are others who are subjected to the wrath of the world: starvation, sadness, and worst of all, death. Bad things happen to good people all the time. The singer is expressing his disbelief in the idea that us humans can control the complex, unpredictable, and unfair world in which we live.
Interestingly, we can interpret this clip in two distinct ways. One such perspective is that everyone contributes to the degradation of the world. The video focuses on the 9/11 terrorist attack on the Twin Towers, reminding the audience that some humans are inherently evil. The reference to this tragedy uses pathos to evoke anger, sadness, and a desire to fix the world. Additionally, the singer believes that simply producing goods efficiently adds to the destruction in the world by polluting the environment, as demonstrated by the factories in the clip. Thus, the singer is arguing that whether you are aware of it or not, you are at blame for the havoc within our surroundings. Another perspective may be that all it takes is one person to disrupt the peace in the world, and unfortunately, evil forces are often unavoidable. I start again, and whatever pain may come.
In this clip, we can see how the lyrics correspond with the imagery in the video. As the artist sings "I Start Again," the visuals focus on the blooming of a pink flower followed by the early stages of human life. The artist's goal is to portray the innocence one has at birth. However, the singer evidently believes that we cannot preserve innocence as we age, which is demonstrated by the baby who is attempting to run away from the darkness and evil the world has to offer. However, no matter how fast he tries to run, there is no speed that could beat corruption in a race. Therefore, the singer believes preserving innocence is an impossible task.
This visual shows a transition between two contrasting forms of light. The illuminating sun is a symbol of hope that one can achieve happiness regardless of the mistakes they have made. Then we see an explosion of fire. An important aspect to consider is that the explosion is smaller and more distant from the men than the explosion shown earlier in the video. The distance illustrates that although we cannot rid the world of evil or erase the mistakes we have made, we can distance ourselves from destruction through forgiveness.
We see a significant shift in mood here. The clip begins with an upbeat, patriotic mood, as shown by the bright lights and American flags. But we witness an abrupt alteration to a more dismal mood, as demonstrated by the corruption that has infected the young child holding the gun. When the artist sings, "Forgiving what I've done," we finally see him letting go of the mistakes he, along with the rest of society, has made. It is significant to take note of these destructive events, both natural disasters and nuclear explosions, as reference to the terrible mistakes he has made and cannot take back.
At last! We see how the grass that sunk into the dirt at the beginning of the song has reversed its movement and has been born again. The growth of the grass symbolizes the artist's purpose. Because darkness and tragedy are inevitable, we have to learn how to let go of our mistakes and forgive ourselves in order to reverse the effects of our wrongdoings.